Well, the demons of Satan are upon us, and actually the pink-haired girl is on the watchful eyes because the actual moral of the story is a girl is a gun, man. That's what's coming down here. The pink-haired girl has got her warrior dress on. Abomination is actually coming on us in full force. They're going to try to restrict the freedoms of the Internet. In other words, you know, if you say something controversial, it's negative. You can't say that. Ha, ha, ha. Like, I ain't even negative on this damn thing, man. I'm like, play around even if the situation is serious. You know, I don't like people getting down in the dumps because having a positive attitude is the only kind of way you can get through things, right? Having a can-do attitude. But Abomination actually is starting a new deal where, you know, they're going to regulate the Internet through the FCC. And you can protest them, but, you know, firepower is everything. That's what I got to say to this crap. You know, burn the fat in your vehicles and use the bones and crush them up and make concrete out of them, you know, with some glue. And the DNA can be for repairing the pink-haired girl when she goes out and makes her extra money on the streets. So, anyway, I also want to interject something here for, you know, I plugged this station a couple times, or channel. Well, actually, I plugged a few channels. SWRNC, Southwest Custom and Rod. You know, 'cause I do car videos, man. I like that guy. He works his ass off. I don't even know how he does that much work, man. 25 hours a day. And the DIY Auto School and Adapt 2030. Adapt 2030's got some really cool stuff coming up, and actually cool is in a literal sense. This is a map. I actually had this before. I showed this before, man. And, you know, we got some serious problems coming up because I thought this was the map of the last mini ice age. This was the temperature differences of the last serious global ice age. You know what? The crap that's going on in the USA and across the world is actually is matching up, not the last mini ice age, but the last serious ice age, you know, the 11,000 year one, which they say we're 500 years late on. Oh, man. You know what that's going to do to food production? Now, do you know why they probably got the seed bank up there in the middle of nowhere? And, you know, they got all the underground crap. Maybe there's something to this crap. Because global warming is, I think, a lot more than just taxing the crap out of people for the global government. I think it's actually disinformation. It's blatant lies. I think we're going the other way. And what's pretty obvious is we had some crazy-ass winters up in the north, but Alaska got a little warmer. You know? That's exactly the same pattern that happened. And, you know, if you look across the globe, this is what happened, too. You know, Europe got colder, Russia got colder, Japan got colder, Norway, and all that other stuff. That's exactly the pattern of the last real ice age, which actually we're 500 years late on. But, you know, I don't really dwell on that kind of stuff because I'm thinking 500 years late. Maybe it'll be another 100 years late. I ain't going to worry about it till whenever it happens. But it looks like something's going on because this is the pattern that's going on now. I'm bringing this up in this Silver video because I want you guys to look at the Adapt 2030 guy because he's got some really cool stuff on there, literally called, right? But anyway, you know, the girls are, you know, if it's hot out, they got the radiator and they're to keep your buns on the radiator because, you know, it's going to be cold out there in the wintertime. Just keep your buns warm on that radiator because, you know, things are going on. Now, in the silver world, I know it climbed up a little bit today. Palladium actually climbed up a little bit over 800 for the first time in God knows when. You know, hey, man, it should climb up a hell of a lot more than that, right? Turn the heat on, baby. You know, the thing is, though, with the oil prices are starting to creep up, too. And, you know, I said this before. See, when they start bringing the prices down that much, you know, and I'm going to tell you, man, don't worry about nothing because the cat's got us covered here, man. He's hugging you like he's, you know, we don't have the lizard people. We got the cat. But anyway, when the oil prices are coming down this far, that disencourages, you know, new oil exploration, and they don't have as many reserves. They're not going to, they don't have that much reserve production, in other words. So if there's a demand, and like I showed you the chart where it's going up with the cold, you know, in other words, we're supposed to even have a cold spring. You know, spring doesn't mean, you know, 80 degrees like in Florida. Up north, that just means like 40, 50 degrees or something, and you're still using heat, right? There's a lot of heat demand going on in the industrial world across the planet, even if the industry is down. In the industrial world where people use fuel oil and they use natural gas to heat their home, they're going to have to keep the temperature warm enough so they don't freeze to death, right? So even if the manufacturing's down in the industrial world, the demand for fuel oil and natural gas is still going to stay high even through the spring because of you know, it looks like we got the real global ice age coming, man. You know, New York's going to be buried under 2 miles of ice. Ah! I don't know, man, it'll take a little while, but man, wait till next year. Holy shit. Now, you know why I'm putting snow... well, we're not going to get nothing down in Florida. Actually, Florida might be a little cooler. Maybe I'll have a flurry, you know, but we're not going to get no freaking crazy amounts of snow down here. You know, I know in Florida, like I'm ad-libbing, you know, Florida, if it was cold in Florida, we'd be screwed because of the Gulf of Mexico. You imagine the wind going across the Gulf of Mexico, what kind of freaking Gulf effect we have. We wouldn't have lake effect, we'd have Gulf effect, but fortunately it's very warm down here. It's like, whoa, baby, we'd be buried in the snow like 8 feet high, easy. But anyway, the cat's got you covered, man. Hug the cat, man. The old cat's got you covered, you know. You know, I got to give some people a little bit of pep talk here. I know I kind of diverge on stuff with cats and stuff, but, you know, I don't like people getting all freaking worried and stuff too much, you know. Actually, I tell you, in the main news, looks like Berkshire Hathaway's getting like... they're getting suspicious of the yo-yo because he's like, you know, oh, I've always been suspicious of this guy. Actually, Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, you know, the last time we had a major reset in the economy, you know what happened. You know, he required the bailout because he would have sunk. I mean, he wouldn't want to be a pauper, but he would have sunk like by more than half. Easy. So he got the bailout. But, you know, next time there ain't going to be that situation maybe because, I don't know, maybe there won't be the money available. You know, maybe they'll sacrifice some of the elite in the West to even out the strength between the countries across the world because that's part of the New World Order, right? But don't cheer this on. Don't cheer that on. I mean, what you should cheer on is like doing well. And girls and ladies and women, arm yourself against ISIS because Abomination is trying to push ISIS in the United States and Muslim land and all their terrorist crap. And, you know, he's talking about don't say anything negative. Obama, every time you freaking talk, you know, just somebody, ISIS people cut off somebody's head, you say it's, oh, that's not Islam. You know what, yo-yo, you're talking negative, buddy. You need to be impeached for negativity all the way, baby. Now, girls, I'm going to tell you right now, girls, women, and ladies, you freaking arm yourself, man, because what it's coming down to, you know, Abomination's that's going to be the next thing. Hillary's going to try to disarm the whole United States when she tries to be president. I think she's going to be president because people are going to elect her. Now, I'm going to tell you this. You know, I saw some things about, you know, Vladimir Putin. Now, I'm not giving Vladimir Putin the finger here. I'll give Obama the finger for this shit. Because actually, in a way, the way situation's going, it's so bad over here. I'm like thinking Vlad is even looking good compared to Hillary. Holy shit. You know, that's getting really over the top. But I realize... You know, the situation's only gotten this way because the people allowed it. You know, it's like, they go, what kind of country do we have? Oh, what's the problem? What's wrong with us? Instead of freaking, they don't even vote these Republicans and Democrats out of office. They reelect them every freaking time. You know, what's the problem, man? Is it the elite or is it the people? It's the people. I always said this, man. And it doesn't take much to throw people off on a right tangent, a left tangent. You know, one example was the Beck Protocol. I was talking about this Bob Beck guy, you know. Don't take any herbs. Don't take any alternative medicine. Use my zapper. It costs you to pack of cigarettes. That's what it'll cost. It'll cure anything. Yeah, man. I'm good, man. I mean, come on. It doesn't take much to freaking dissuade people. You know, I'm a pretty good talker sometimes. I mean, if I want to be. But, you know, the thing is that... and I really don't like talking formal. I don't. I just swear to God, I just don't. I mean, if I have to, I have to. I just don't. It freaking makes me want to puke. But anyway, Obama, hey, screw you. You know, the girl wearing a freaking musketeer headdress. She's directing this finger at you with your freaking FCC and all the other clowns that are going along with it. Because, you know, right now, I don't even give a damn, man. The way I'm looking at it is, man, this is it. We're going to let them have it. We're going to let them have it. We're going to let them have it all the way. And Obama, as far as your stupid Medicare, here's the Medicare right here in a pipe. Your Obamacare, we got it all set up. Skull pipe, just breathe away, baby. It's because medicinal marijuana is the way to go. I don't even smoke this stuff, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm all for you people that do this stuff. Because as long as you don't overdo it, because you do get a little lethargic when you freaking overdo it. But this stuff is actually a healer. We do realize that. So, but looking at the situation, the next time there's a freaking major problem where the economy goes down, I think the big guys like Warren Buffett aren't getting bailed out. The major media is kind of calling them out. Also, they're kind of calling out that there's a lot of illegal money being laundered and all this kind of crap. They're also calling out a lot of stuff. It's giving me hints. They're also, know what's going on with J.P. Morgan, how they're even being called out by the Federal Reserve Chairman, for different things over the years. I think this next time, you might see some of the heavies go down, and you're going to be cheering it on, but I think that's the overall plan. The overall plan is to actually weaken the United States. And not to weaken it to, like, real weak, but to make it less important so it's equal with other people, and there'll be a partnership in the globe where no nation's too strong to rise up and take over, because the capstone is going to be running the whole deal from the United Nations, or actually the Bank of International Settlements, or whatever the hell, like IMF, or one of those yo-yos, man. The banksters, man, whatever. Not the Rothschilds, but the Rothschilds are freaking puppets, man. There's nothing to them. But the other thing is, just remember, a girl is a gun. And I named mine Zombie, because my gun is, it makes zombies and it kills zombies. So that's the name of my gun. She's my baby, man. Zombie. Zombie, baby. Zombie. You're my gun. And it blasts really good, man. Especially with them 6.5 Grendels. So I'm going to tell you right now that the situation is come to, they've been trying to, you realize why the hell the government got this way. It's because of the people, because they work on the people first. And actually, I'm going to point to a link on that same damn video about the, demoralization of America. The KGB was trying to do this. Actually, Obama and Hillary, they're diehard communist shitheads, man. All the way. All the way. I mean, Putin actually looks better than those Hillary and Obama. He does. But my point is on Putin, always has been, is that, we don't have one leader we worship over here. This is a bunch of bullshit, But, what it's going to happen, though, I think eventually, is that situation that gets so bad, and maybe there's going to be so much turmoil. That's probably what they got planned, these assholes. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, I don't know this for sure. But, if it gets really, really bad, maybe they'll have like an international peacekeeping force come to the United States or something, because, the government went broke and they couldn't provide all the huggy-feely stuff they give to people to support them with food assistance and all that type of stuff. And, Medicare and all the medical equipment or whatever the hell they're giving them, housing assistance and all that. And then there'll be major, turmoil and revolt and blah, blah, blah. And, they'll have the international people come in, headed up probably maybe with the Russians, and restore order, at which time there won't be a USA. But the fact of the matter is that our way of government actually is the best. The way they got to the government is they got to the people first. The people get the government. They make the government. They're the ones that reelect these yo-yos all the time, man. So, I mean, the situation with silver is the same way. It's like, you can make it or what you want out of it. The thing is, silver's got so many uses. As a matter of fact, I don't really look at silver as a total financial thing. I look at it as also the fact that it can actually purify water, or make it not purified chemically, but antibacterial, antiviricide, and that type of stuff. And it's also a medicinal healer. You don't need that much silver for that, but it's good to have a lot of reserves around, because when the word gets out, say, for instance, that, we don't have too much old medicine around to go around for people, the silver might go up a lot in price physically, not to the the investor demand, but to the medicinal demand. And actually, to tell you the truth, to make colloidal silver, you only need 3 nines. You don't need 4 nines, because the distilled water is actually, you're talking about 5 parts or 10 parts or 15 parts per million. The distilled water, when you actually analyze the ratios of how much silver impurities that would be in the amount of solution, when you're talking 10 parts per million in a whole major solution, the difference between 3 nines and 4 nines silver is like negligible. It really is. I know people argue that point, but if you do it mathematically, I already put out videos on that. But the point is, that's where physical silver demand may really go way up. In other words, he can tell you the spot market's one thing, but you know what? Physical silver demand might be completely different. Might be completely different. And, you know, when we're coming up to this catastrophic deal over here with the, looks like the major ice age, not the freaking little ice age. Man, I think we are. I think we are, man. It's just the beginning of it, of the mini ice age. We already freaking got, like, way into it. You know, we already broke records 100, 200 years already. We broke all kinds of all-time records. This is the first year of it. But the pattern of cooling is not the same as the mini ice age. The pattern of cooling is the same as the global major 11,000-year ice age, which they say is 500 years late. But, you know, you also have to remember that the magnetic fields of the Earth are the lowest point they've ever been, and they've been dropping rapidly, and that usually means major changes in climate. It's not like the end of the Earth. It's just a major cycle that we go through. But it might be coming through now. It might be coming through now. But you know what I'm saying is that portends the collapse of, not the collapse. See, I don't want to point doom and gloom, but like the collapse of the existing structures that you're used to. So you're probably going to have to go back to ancient Indian herbs and maybe, you know, also think about keep a lot of silver on hand. And you probably might want to sell some because some people are maybe demanding even 2 ounces of it to make colloidal silver. And I don't give a damn what that spot market price is. It's going to be physical demand, especially if it comes into that medicinal purposes of silver are very much needed in a vastly changed world. Nobody's thinking of that. It could be, because I'm looking at this situation, what's coming up. Holy smokes, baby. Holy smokes. And old Pink Oil Girl, she sees it too, man. She sees it big time, and I'm going to tell you that, you know, we got something coming out of right or left field here, and it's a matter of, you know, maybe the elite do see it, but they're not telling us. They're telling us the exact opposite. So, anyway, keep your girlfriend named, my girlfriend's name is Zombie, okay? And she kills zombies. That's my gun, man. It's my AR Grandel, you know. She killed zombies, and she makes zombies out of freaking regular politicians or whatever the hell you got. So, you know, that's the way I look at it, man. You know, you got to remember this. A girl is a gun, man. Or your gun is a girl. One or the other. So, you know, that's the last bastion of freedom left here in the USA, and Hillary's going to be going after that all the way. So she could blow farts in her pantyhose all day, and I don't give a damn what she says. That ain't going to happen, bitch. As far as I'm concerned, none of this shit's going to happen, because we already got the health care covered. Here's the medicine. You know, smoke from the skull, baby. Put a few herbs in there, and you're all set, you know. So in the meantime, silver went up a little bit, not much. Palladium's been going up. I wish palladium would go up to like $10,000 an ounce or some shit. That'd be nice. You know, the markets are been still going up. I mean, all-time high on the Dow and stuff. But, you know, you can see the oil is creeping up. And like I said, with the oil, it has to creep up because there is no reserve capacity anymore. Reserve production capacity. They're just not doing it because, why? Because it isn't worth it for them. So it's going to create a demand crunch. And, you know, the reason I say a demand crunch because with the big blue chart right here, boom. And you know what that means? Like, in other words, in all these dark blue areas, no matter what, even if the manufacturing's down, see, in all these industrial areas, people use crude oil through home heating oil or natural gas to heat their homes. I mean, they don't, you know, trying to make wood-burning stoves illegal in this freaking country. Man, I gotta call on Zombie. We're going to freaking lay some rounds into these assholes. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, stay warm. Keep your buns warm and stuff like that. It's going to be a long winter, long spring. And then it's going to be a short summer. It's going to go right back into winter. It ain't going to be bad down here in Florida. But, you know, if I go up north, I got my four-wheel drive. I got my Posi traction locker in the back of the freaking Jeep. I got 2 sets of chains for that thing. Got snow tires all across on brand new ones in the back on a freaking El Camino. Posi traction and chains. Full set of chains. Man, I'm going to be plowing through some shit if I got to go up north, man. So, I might be, you know. take some videos with the freaking record snows and shit. And the cops would be trying to chase me and say, "You're not allowed out in the road." And they'll be getting stuck, and I won't. And I'll say, "Fuck you, bye." So anyway, I don't know. I'm not going to get too serious on these silver predictions and productions and whatever the hell it is, because I realize the freaking game is actually freaking rigged, baby. It is. What I think's going on, I'm going to leave you with this now. I think actually, maybe not so much with the silver, but with the gold, I think they're keeping the price artificially low, so the elite are accumulating it right now. So when there's a freaking, they can blow the debt up to whatever the hell they want. They're keeping the, why would they freaking jack the price up as something they know is going to be he who holds the gold makes the rules? They're accumulating the gold right now. You don't even know what they're doing. I mean, you can look on the net, you can see what this is doing and that. They don't tell you. They don't tell you. I've been aware and I've been privy to a number of things where they transferred materials between Russia and China and all over the state, and Italy and stuff, and into Germany, and a lot of it's right off the books, man. I don't want to say too much more about that, but they do a lot of stuff like that, and you don't know what the hell they got. You don't know what they got. Oh, yeah, and Pastor Lindsey Williams, you don't know either. He's just a freaking Baptist lying piece of dirt, man. That's what I'm going to tell you about that. Listen to the cat. The cat's got you covered, and the cat will give you a hug. But, I'm going to say I'm going to keep on with some of these videos. We're going to have some more videos out about more Parazapper devices, too, besides your colloidal silver, because I think this healing with metal or electricity is the deal. The Spooky 2 is great, but this Parazapper is made in the USA. It's got a 5-year warranty. It's portable, and, if you're out there on the freaking trail, you could take it, so that's another deal. So anyway, let the cat be with you, and the pink-haired girl's got you covered, and so does Zombie. The Zombie's a rifle. So anyway, peace, brothers and sisters, peace, and make sure you stay healthy while you don't listen to Obama. Obama's a yo-yo here. Fuck you. And make sure you stay plenty healthy by partaking in the herbs of your choice.